as a business owner, looking at the numbers, looking at the metrics should be what excites you to figure out what is working so you can double down on that and scale, multiply your business, and what's not working. Because what's not working also gives you a lot of information, metrics, numbers, so that you can adjust to make things better for your business, to optimize the campaigns, to make sure that what you're doing and the ad spend that you're investing into your business on a month-to-month basis is being maximized with the highest ROAS as possible. And all of this is through tracking and metrics. I'm going to give you the exact numbers to track for B2B offers versus B2C offers. I'm going to give you also what you should do in terms of when you should scale, how you should scale, and when you should invest more and what you should invest into the ads, right? And very much metrics in what we've seen in the past, depending on how much you're investing per day into these ads. And the last thing, obviously, I'm going to give you access if you want to take advantage of the opportunity to get our tracking sheet so that you can have that 100% on your end right there and be able to utilize that to see the exact numbers as well as how we set it up in the ads manager, right? The columns, it's super cool that now on Instagram, on Facebook Ads Manager, you can see how many followers you're getting per campaign, per specific ad. Creative. So I'm going to show you how to actually track for all of that so that you can find your winning ad so that you can really maximize on everything that we're doing here. And the reason why this is so important as a business owner, right? If you don't know your numbers, you're not going to scale. If you don't know your numbers, you're not going to actually be able to multiply the very thing and be a good steward, right, of what God has allowed us to be able to produce. Why? Because without numbers, how can you actually know what is working, what isn't working? It's very important to be able to understand these numbers and to really know when it's time to adjust, when it's time to actually move things around if need be, and how to actually do it. Here in the next couple modules, I'm going to actually give you a diagnostic of what you should do specifically depending on the metrics that you're getting. But again, on your sheet over here, you should have it. You're tracking KPIs, every single KPI that you need to track for the follower ad, right? As you can see in one of these campaigns, what we produced was a 7.116x ROAS, 5,000 profile visits, 636 new followers came from that. 375 inbound DMs actually came from that. Cash collected was 40K, 7.116 ROAS. And the reason why we know these exact numbers is the very reason that I can now share that with our clients and tell them exactly what to do, what not to do, what to scale, and why I'm going to share these numbers with you right now so that you know what to look out for when you're running these ads. So you may be asking yourself, right, tracking metrics, feedback, how can I maximize my ROAS? A lot of questions that we get is how and when do I make adjustments to the ads based on what metrics? And how do I even track to see if the ads are performing well? How do I track which ad is bringing in followers? How do I disperse my budget for maximum scaling? I'm going to run through every one of those components and every one of those numbers that you need to know.